This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I was just interviewing Eddie, so I had to adjust the tripod position for Joe.
Yes, mate. Glad to be back. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Last time I saw you was in LA. How's life been since then?
To be honest, mate, I've just been counting down the clock for the next one. Like, honestly, you know, the fun of just when we were out in LA working for Sky, doing all that stuff, like, that's what I want to do. Like, that was the most fun I've had probably all of 2019. So, yeah, I've been sort of figuring out what I want to do, but I'm just glad that this next Miami one's back and we get to do it all over again.
What are your thoughts on Jake Paul and Big Gibber?
Well, Gib, he's already a winner. Like, I want him to win. I absolutely want him to, like, you know, do himself proud and get the win. But just getting this fight, like, this shouldn't be happening. He's a FIFA YouTuber. He does pack openings. He shouldn't be on a, you know, not headline, but, you know, co-main event in a big boxing card. So, you know, the fact he's there, unreal. Whereas Jake Paul, if he does not win this, it's over, mate. Like, what else can he do? Talk the way, you know, he talks the way he does, bigging up like he's, you know, the bollocks. And if he goes and gets humiliated or just knocked out, like, what can he say? Because, you know, you can't come with the same arrogance to the camera and make out like you're all that when you're not. And that's what, if Gibb shows him up that he's not, then it's over. I think he's going to have to move on and do something else with his career. I believe.
Say Jake wins, would you be interested in fighting him?
20 quid. Nah,
20 quid? That could be done quickly.
More than I got for the spar. Wait, did you see that spar I did with him?
No.
Don't, mate. Don't.
Well, what happened?
Nah, no one go watch it. Honestly, it's the worst, cringiest, humiliating thing I've ever done.
When was this?
Basically, this was last year, probably like March time, something like that. I was in Los Angeles thinking, I was making a music video, and Jake was like, yo, do you want to spar? And I was like, I'm going to go to his house, right? I'm going to redeem myself, and I'm going to beat him in a spar in his own back garden, and it's going to be good. But what happened was I just got dropped well early with like a really crap body shot that got me in like the solar plex. You get hit there, especially when you ain't been like training, it was over. But it looked like it was fake. Like, it just looked like he's hit me, and I've gone, oh, but then and then after that, he had pre-made a diss track on me and started recording a freaking music video for it. So I was like, oh, fuck this shit, right? I'm going to go over there and just completely like nullify this by standing in the way and just taking the piss, right? Thinking, oh, this will look good. Weller doesn't give a shit. Yeah, this is good. Apart from the fact it just looked like I was his bitch and just looked like I was just happy to let him take the piss out of me and make me look like a twat. So, yeah, not one of my best moves. And would I fight him again after this card? To be honest, mate, yeah, I think you have to really, really want to do the fight if you're going to do it. And I don't think I'm in the place for that right now. I respect the guys that are doing it. I think the professionals and, you know, the YouTube guys, that their heads are into it and they want to do it for themselves and to you know, show that they can do it. Fair play, but I don't think I'm in the place for it right now. Saying that, Johnny Nelson will talk to me next week and I'll be up for it again.
Or if you're offered more than 20 quid? Maybe,
but even then, if you're honestly, I think if you're driven, even if it is like millions, like if we're honest, if you're driven by that to do this,
if Dazn and Eddie offered you millions for a Jake Paul fight, it wouldn't turn your head?
Well, I don't know. It's a weird one because a lot of people will probably be thinking, oh, of course he will, he's chatting shit. But it's one of them where it's like, I don't know, I've always got this thing in me that I want to, if I'm going to do something, I have to be passionate about it, that I actually want to do it. Forget any money, whatever it is. I feel like in order for it to, you're doing it for the right reasons, for your mind, you know, and all that, you got to be fully into it. Yeah, money talks, it does, but it can't be the main reason, in my opinion.
Speaking to Eddie about the whole YouTube boxing world, do you think there's a danger maybe you might get too much YouTube boxing? I think Dazn, obviously keen for it as a broadcaster, but Eddie, as a boxing promoter, has to kind of balance it out.
No, I don't think there'll be too much, purely because, mate, I don't think there's many YouTube boxers. Right. You know, you've got Logan, Jake, KSI, Gibb. I mean, there are obviously a few other smaller YouTubers, but in terms of like the big, like top guys, there's not really many more. And, you know, once they all fight each other, even there's talks that realistically, if Gibb wins this, it's done. Because it's done. Because KSI's not going to fight him. And then Jake and Logan are done. So then it's over already. Whereas the Dazn think, oh yeah, it's going to keep coming, it's going to keep coming. The only way this comes back is if like, if say Gibb wins, if then like, there's a big Weller versus Deji fight or something. Do not put that as the title. Do not put that as the title. I'm just saying, something of that calibre that's where it needs to be for it to continue, in my opinion.
All right, it's good to get your thoughts. What are you doing down here today?
Just hanging out.
Just chilling.
No, but basically we're doing a show now. What is it, like a unscripted type podcast, but it's visual. It's me, Eddie Hearn, Wiley, Lawrence Okoli, Tom Davis. Yeah, and basically we're sitting around a table discussing boxing. I think they've purposely gone for people that aren't, just boxing like professionals.
Completely different crowd from each area.
Yeah, you've got people from all different areas of like the entertainment industry, and I think it's quite a cool like concept. Hopefully, it's gonna, none of us know each other. Well, Eddie knows, some of them, but most of us have never met each other before. So it's going to be interesting to like come together and have this debate.
What about Stormzy v Wiley?
I know, right? I was thinking like, I want to get inside his head. I'm going to ask him about it. I want to see like what is that all about? Have you got an album coming? Is it promotion? Or is it just fuck it? But yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He's just followed me back on Twitter, by the way, Wiley, because he unfollowed me recently when he was doing this big spree of unfollowing loads of people. So I was like, oi.
I thought you meant just personally you.
No. But yeah, so he's followed me back, which is good.
Okay, Joe Weller, thank you very much for your time on IFL. Enjoy Miami, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon. No, Coogan and a new guy, Oscar's going, so you meet him out there.
You're getting replaced. Oscar's stepped in and taken your throne.
I got Wilder Fury in Vegas next month, so I'm all right.
Shit, all right, fair play.
Joe, thank you very much. As I said, enjoy Miami, okay?
Gold Star Promotions is proud to present Floyd Money Mayweather. The man himself is coming to the UK for his UK tour, February and March 2020. For all info and tickets, Gold Star Promotions, the UK.